Hey guys, it's Jonathan, and today I'm going to be replacing one of the battery terminal clamps on my 2014 Ford Mustang. Now, my terminal clamp was old, twisted, rusted, and ultimately snapped in half, which was frustrating, but it was more frustrating with the fact that this repair was not as straightforward or as easy as I would have hoped. So if you also find yourself in this position, you should be able to follow along with me. These instructions should go with any Mustang, whether you have a V6 or a V8. If you have better tools than I did, this repair should be easier for you, but I will tell you the part that you need and the cost of that part. So let's get started. So of course, we're going to remove the battery for complete safety. And the problem you're going to have with this thing is that this cord goes all the way up here, and this is the assembly, which starts right here at the wiring, and it's crimped right here. The problem you're going to have is taking this crimp off of the harness here, because if you cut it, then you run the risk of the cable not being long enough to reach up and over the battery to reach the battery post. So you're going to need to remove this. And this car has a lot of corrosion. It's pretty seized up. This connector is pretty seized up onto the cable. So what I've done to try to take it off is I have my channel locks holding the top part, and then I have an adjustable wrench holding one side of the crimp, and then you just try to work that sumbitch loose. Okay guys, quick update. I am slowly but surely prying this clamp open and removing the copper wiring that's inside of it. This might be easier if you've got two vice grips, maybe to lock onto each side and then prying it open that way. But of course, I'm using what I have, which is a channel lock and a adjustable wrench. So I'll keep at it. Well, I finally got it off, and it's not pretty. In fact, you can still see there's a little bit of filament still in the clamp, which is absolutely twisted and destroyed. So when I put the new clamp on, I'm going to have to get it as close to the bottom as possible so that that these shorter filaments tie in and they're not exposed. All right, guys, here's the old part in two different pieces. And here's the new part in one piece. This is Ford's part number BT4Z14450AA. And it started to rain. Great. Okay, real quickly. This part I got directly from Ford and cost about $23. You can get it on Amazon. I've seen it for about $14 to $15 on Amazon, but with the prices closely matched, you might as well just go down to your local dealership and get it right away. Here's something that you want to pay attention to. This, of course, goes just like this, and it goes into the vehicle like this, right? Because we had it clamped here, and then this is kind of try this with one hand, sorry. And then this goes into the fuse box right here, right? The fuse, so this goes into the fuse area right here, just like that, right? Well, this is at a 90-degree angle. Fits right into here, right? And on the new one, it's flat, it's straight, so it's not bent down. And this was concerning me when I was at the dealership, because I told him, well, you know, if the fuse has to go inside here, is it going to have enough room and enough cord length to come over the top and sit on top of here? So let's put it on real quick and let's see. And I don't know if that's going to have enough room. Maybe if it comes, I mean, we've got to put it all together to find out. Okay, guys, this is what I've got here. We've got the main power source here clamped in. I'm going to clamp it a little bit more, but I didn't want to commit to it until I knew how I was going to fit this battery inside. Because here's the thing, I was right in my thinking. This fuse wires here that connects to the part we just put in, the cord is really not long enough to be able to reach out. It really does need to be at a 90-degree angle. So right here, so we can get it, right here, we really need to bend that down at a 90-degree angle. A couple of reasons why. One, because I don't think the battery is going to stretch and sit on top, but we'll try it and see. But another thing is that this protective case, this is actually made to fit around this whole thing, this housing, but it's made to do it with that fuse area, to protect that fuse area, and it's also bent down at a 90-degree angle. And of course, this, you know, if we leave it flat like this on top, I'm sure it'll be fine, but we'll also ultimately have to cut off this rubber covering because it won't fit. It'll just be hanging there. We really don't want that. So I'm going to set the battery in temporarily just to get an idea of where it's going to sit, and if we ultimately are going to need to bend this extension down. I really don't want to because I'm actually scared of breaking it. But let's see what happens. All right, I don't want to connect these in any way, but I think I've actually got enough room to set this on top and let it go. So I'm going to finish clamping this off. Try to pick up some electrical tape just to make sure everything's safe, and I think it'll be okay. All right, guys, so I have taken off this red cover and I have wrapped the exposed stem here in electrical tape, and now we're ready to set the battery back in. Hey guys, before we go any further, I wanted to give you the metric sizes for the tools you'll need for the battery. Sorry I didn't do that before. This strap goes to this, which holds down your battery. You're going to need a 8mm socket for this. And then on the battery terminal wedge that we just put in, this is for that, I call it ground. This is 10mm, and then the side we just put in for the fuse, that is a 14mm. So 14, 10, and 8. All right, guys, we got the battery fully in now. By the way, this is how you tighten up the positive terminal. This is a 10mm nut here, okay? All right, let's try it. Oh, there's balls outside. There it is. All right. All right. Good deal. Thanks, guys, for watching. I hope this helped.